Okay, welcome back. From our last class, we solved an example on a linear equation. So in this class, we're going to take the example 2. Example 2, and this is a word problem. Word problem leading to linear equation. So quickly we go. When 5 is subtracted from 4 times a number, and the remainder is divided by 3, the result becomes 7. What is the number? Now, I want you to pay attention. In mathematics, you pay rapt attention to the use of words. The use of words. Now, why I said this is because this from means something. So the way you want to represent this expression will be guided by the words, the choice of words they use in every statement. Okay? So let's go. Solution. Now, they said is a certain number. Okay? That number, we can represent that number by any variable. Okay? So let's say let the number be x. Okay? Now, let me draft this illustration as an equation, mathematical equation. Since the number is x, you can say 4x, because the question says subtract 5 from 4 times a number. So that number is x. So 4 times the number is what? 4x. Okay? Subtraction, when you talk about subtraction, is what? You can either say minus, okay, or negative sign. Minus 5. Okay? And the remainder, whatever we're going to get from this, okay, we divide it by 3. So, since we have not gotten any solution on this, but they say we're going to divide that, whatever we are getting here, by 3, we still say over 3 is still the same thing. Okay? Now, the question says the result becomes 7. That means the result is going to be equal to 7. So whatever you are going to have here is going to be equal to 7. That is what the expression is talking about. Okay? All right. Now, from this now we are going to what? We are going to quickly multiply both sides rather by 3, because we want to reduce this to a kind of a level equation, so that this 3 will disappear from here. So what we do is what? We say multiply both sides by 3. Multiply both sides by 3. Doing that, we have so with this now, you have 3 cancel here, 1. 3 cancel this 3. 1. Okay. At this left hand side, we have 4x minus 5. While at this right hand side, we have 21. That is 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Okay. Now, at this point now, we are going to do what? Collect like terms. So, in collecting like terms, so when we collect like terms, we have this 4x. Okay. Now this minus 5 will cross equality sign to the other side to meet 21. And remember what I told us in the last example, that if minus sign crosses equality sign, it changes to plus 5. If it's plus, if it crosses equality sign, it changes to minus 5. Okay, so 4x equal to 21 plus 5. So going forward now, we have 4x equal to 26. 21 plus 5 is 26. Okay, now for us to proceed now, we're going to what? We're going to divide both sides by 4. Remember, we divide both sides by 4. So with this, we have 4x over 4 equal to 26 over 4. Okay, now 4 cancel itself, 1. 4 cancel 4 here, 1. We are left with only what? X. Now, coming to the right hand side, we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator with 2. This is actually the answer, but we have to reduce it a little bit to the lowest minimum. Okay, so when you divide the denominator with 2, we have what? 2. Okay, now when you divide 26 by 2, 2 go to 2 is 1. Okay, 2 go to 6 is 3. We now have 13 at the numerator side. Okay, so what that means is 13 over 2. Okay, so 13 over 2 is the final answer. But if you look at it, it's an improper fraction. Okay, so we may end up reducing it more to a mixed fraction. What do I mean by mixed fraction? So that whatever that is left on top of the 2 will not be more than the 2. So with this we have With this, we have 6 whole number 1 over 2. What did I do? I used this 2 to divide 13. And when I divide 13 with 2, I will have 6, which means 6 times 2 is 12. So 12, minusing it off from 13, you have what? 1. So that's 6 I was able to get from the division I did on this. I have it as the whole number. Okay, why the 1 that is left will now still remain on top of these 2. We have this to be what? 6 whole number 1 over 2. Now, sorry for those that find it difficult to understand mathematics. I'm going to explain a little bit off from this side. Okay. Now, one may say, what's your choice of choosing to divide both sides by 4? Okay. Now, the simple thing there is this. I look at this expression, 4x equal to 6. Okay. 4x equal to 26 rather. Okay. Now, I want to make sure that this variable, which is x, is left alone. So I'll look at the coefficient of x, which is 4. I want to eliminate this 4 so that x, the variable x, can be alone. Okay, so that was what gave me the choice of using what? 4 to divide both sides. So that was why I employed 4x over 4 equal to 26 over 4. I believe you are following me. Okay, so that's after this we bring it down. This divide itself and divide the 4 here. So we now cancel it off and have only the variable x. Okay, while this 26 over 4, we would have used 4 to divide, straightforward. But why I choose to use 2? So that it will be well understood, and for the fact that 4 cannot divide 26 straight away without any remainder. Okay, so that's why I used 2. So 2 now divide 4 and got what? 2. 2 get to this 26 and break it down to what? 13. Okay, now x is equal to 13 over 2, or 6 whole number 1 over 2, as I explained earlier. Thank you.